Hello from the state of Arizona in the United States. My name is Susan Bendix, and I'm going to talk about the project that I'm proposing for the Caroline Plummer Fellowship. So I've titled this project The Cartography of Loss. It's an intergenerational exploration of grief and loss through movement. So this is an experience that is so very universal and so very human. So I'm going to look at it from the perspective of a community. So 3 communities to be exact: teenagers or adolescents, seniors, senior citizens, and adults. So I'd like to find teenagers that are interested, hopefully from high schools, seniors that are interested, hopefully from either assisted living or community centers or medical facilities, or wherever, wherever people are spending their time. And then adults, it would be very nice to get a wide swath of adults from a range of communities. So I would also be interested in having people that work in grief and loss to come to workshops, people who work in mental health, or people who work with vets or PTSD. So to get a wide, it would be very nice to get a wide range. So it's one of these things that I think transcends age, the experience of grief and loss. And in my own work, when I've worked with young people, and I've worked with all these ages. I was trained by the Mark Morris Dance Company to work with Parkinson's patients, and I've adapted that curriculum for seniors with different kinds of needs and limitations. So, so we would go in depth and look at movement that's associated with this topic, which this whole curriculum actually started years ago when I was working in the inner city in the United States, where there's intense poverty, and there also happens to be intense emotional experience. So that's the base, that's the very basic genesis of this idea. But so another component of this work has to do with language and writing, but it's not as if we're going to be doing short stories or poetry or workshopping any of those things, because I don't feel that I'm capable of doing that, though I do write. However, this has to do with locating language using the body as the origin. So it has to do with, for example, rather than having to do it, for example, let's say we're looking at the topic of sadness. We'd say, where in your body is it? Is there a place? Can you pinpoint a place where sadness resides? Knowing that could well change. Or is there a way that sadness travels? That does it move in a certain way? Does it waft? Does it shoot? Does it dart? Does it shove? How does it move about? What is its texture? Is it like shards of glass? Is it like heavy enveloping velvet? So at any rate, so many images are extracted by going at it from the body, and then it becomes another artistic device to be layered on the choreography. It can be spoken by the writer, it can be spoken by somebody who's designated by the writer, or it can be done as a chorus with multiple people in different places. So it's another artistic device that will be layered on choreographic material, which will be derived from workshops. So then ultimately this project will have a culminating performance. So in my application I described video footage. So video footage would be probably mostly of seniors, but it will also be some of other populations as well. But seniors who have limitations or would just simply prefer to not perform in person, their work would be videotaped and would be incorporated into a final performance that way. So all these groups will come together. We'll work individually, work with seniors, work with teens, work with adults, devise information, and then we'll share it together. So that's, in a very brief explanation, that's this project, and I hope you find it interesting.